Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some of my favorite TNT tried and true sewing patterns for bottoms. In case you missed it, I will link below my TNT patterns for tops video. And before we get into my favorite sewing patterns for bottoms, please take a second and hit that subscribe button below. Let's get into it. So first I want to share a couple of bottoms patterns that are elastic waist pants. They each have a couple of different details that makes them stand alone, and I've picked my favorite 3 elastic waist pants patterns. The first one that I want to talk about is the Elizabeth Suzann Florence Pant. These are intended to be made with linen or a woven fabric. They sit at the natural waist and have a slim top fit and then taper out into a loose wide leg silhouette. The Florence Pant has 3 length options: a short, regular, and tall inseam option. And the size range for the Florence Pant goes from an extra small to a 4XL with a max hip measurement of 61.5 inches. So a very inclusive pattern. I've tried to make sure that all of the TNT patterns that I share are size inclusive. I've made a few pairs of the Florence Pant. I've made 2 pairs in linen, and I'll be sure to insert some pictures and videos here of me wearing each of these patterns. So I've made a neutral linen, a black linen pair, and I've also made a pair in a soft canvas. And the linen pairs definitely relax with wear and are very flowy, loose silhouette, whereas the canvas pant really holds the shape of the wide leg, which I enjoy. The second elastic waist pant pattern that I want to mention are the Anna Allen Pomona Pants. This pattern is unique in that there is no side seam, and so you get one pattern piece that, when folded, forms both the front and the back legs. So the only seam you have is the inseam, which is a really interesting construction. These are also meant to be like a natural waist, high waist fit at the top with the elastic waistband. And then there are actually 3 different views. So one of them is a wide leg, one of them is a tapered leg, and then there's also a shorts view. And there's a back pocket as well, which the Florence Pant does not have. The Pomona Pant's size range goes from a 00 to a 22 US and up to a 51-inch hip. The Pomonas are also intended for woven fabric, and I've seen a huge variety of fabrics that people have made over on Instagram. If you search the hashtag, people have made them in linen, but also denim, canvas. There's a lot of different options that these work really well with. And I will include, as I said before, some pictures of pairs that I have made. I have made them in linen. I've made actually all 3 views, so the tapered view, the wide leg view, and the shorts view, and I will include some clips here. Okay, the third high elastic waist bottoms pattern that I want to include are the Frey pants, which is a recently released pattern by Emily Lightly. I was fortunate to be one of the testers for this pattern, and I really love these pants. They have a lot of cool details, such as the slant pockets at the front. The previous 2 pairs of pants that I have mentioned with elastic waist have not had front pockets or slash pockets, which this includes, which is really great. The Frey pants also have an optional drawstring for the waistband, which is really nice. The Frey pants have a higher waist relaxed fit, and this pattern comes with 3 views. So there's a tapered leg, a wide leg, and also a short version of this pattern. The size range for the Frey Pant is a 00 to 32, so up to a 65.5-inch hip. So another really great size inclusive pattern. I have made the tapered leg version as well as the shorts version. The shorts I made in a tissue linen, so a cotton linen blend, and then the pants I have made in a cotton canvas, and I will include some clips here of both of those. This is a really well-designed pattern. The instructions are great, and I love that it includes those slash pockets that the other elastic waist patterns did not include. The next TNT pattern for bottoms that I wanted to mention today are the by hand London Jackie trousers. These are inspired by a classic 90s menswear trouser silhouette, and they're designed in such a way that the fit is meant to be unisex or suitable for all body types. It has a straight waistband, a zip fly, slash pockets. There are 2 pleats at the front, and there's an optional 3-inch turn up at the bottom where you can choose to not include that. So it's just a really classic sort of oversized but fitted at the waist, high-waisted trouser. And the size range for the BHL Jackie trouser is a US 2 to 20, and as these are meant to be a bit oversized, the max hip measurement is 78.5 inches. So again, a very large size range, which is great. I have made several pairs of the Jackie trousers. I've made them in a cotton twill, so sort of a standard dress pant version. I've made them in a poly blend that have a lot more drape. And I've also made the shorts version, which is just, cropping the pants off at the length that you desire, in a linen for summer. And I really love this pattern. It's easy to make, the instructions are great, and it's just a really timeless design and silhouette. Okay. The last two TNT patterns for bottoms that I want to mention are jeans patterns. The first of which is the Daughter Judy Worship Jean. These are a higher mid-rise pair of jeans, and they're meant for rigid, non-stretch, so 100% cotton denim. They have a zip fly and button closure, as well as a straight waistband. And a unique feature of this pattern is that the fly, or the crotch seam, is fully filled, which is great. I think that they were inspired by the classic Levi's design, and so they have many of those features. There are 2 different options. One is a straight, sort of tapered leg, and the other is a flare, which is unique amongst the jeans patterns that I've seen in kind of the indie sewing pattern world. The size range for the worship jeans, there are actually 2 size ranges for the worship jeans. On the smaller end, it's from a US 0 to 20, and then on the larger range, there's a 16 to 34. So up to a 66.5-inch hip is the larger end of the range. I've made 2 versions of the worship jeans. The first pair that I made, I did exactly straight to the pattern, and so I made the tapered leg version with a 12-ounce black denim, and I will show that here. I was sort of between sizes on the chart, and I chose to go for the upper end just to have a little bit more room. But if you did make this in a smaller size, as it's meant to be made with 100% cotton denim, they do relax with wear. And the second pair that I made, I actually altered the leg a bit to straighten it out and have less of a taper at the bottom. And I also lengthened it to have a bit of a turn up at the bottom hem as well. And the last pattern on my tried and true sewing patterns for bottoms that I want to mention are the Anna Allen Helene jeans. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you will probably have heard me talk about this pattern. It's my absolute favorite. jeans sewing pattern. It comes with 4 different views. There's a classic straight leg, a slim tapered leg, a wide leg, and then also shorts. And I have made the straight leg, the wide leg, and the shorts views. I have not made the slim tapered leg. These jeans are meant to be made from selvaged rigid denim, and they have a traditional high waist design with the classic 5 pockets, straight waistband, and belt loops. It has a button fly and a zip fly option, whereas the worship jeans that I mentioned before just have the zip fly, which is worth noting. And they're just incredibly well drafted. They suit a huge variety of body types. And I love the traditional button fly construction. It's more durable long term, and I also just love it stylistically. The instructions for this pattern are great, and there are also a variety of inseam length options as well, so it's suitable for all heights. And I have made countless numbers of this pattern. I will include some clips and photos here as well of the different versions that I have made. Yeah. So those are my 6 TNT or tried and true sewing patterns for bottoms. I think that these are all patterns that I have made multiple times and that I will likely make again. I love that they all have such an inclusive range of sizes that can make and wear this pattern, and also that these are all really well drafted, well designed, and the details, the construction methods, everything is really clean and feels professional, and they were all a pleasure to sew. So I hope that this video was helpful. I hope you got some new ideas for projects that you might like to make yourself, and maybe heard of some pattern designers that you haven't tried before. So thank you so much for being here today. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.